Yes. And so guys, thank you so much again joining the today's call. Myself Gopal, and today I'm going to start the session of our mainly Azure DevOps and Azure ADO board related. So let me start the recording itself is started. Yeah. Confirm me. I'm sharing my screen. Guys, can you see my screen? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So today is the topic is my agenda is I'm going to explain about yesterday what I have explained you. It was explanation about the Azure Cloud, just a creation of the account prerequisite. One is Outlook, Azure account. Second one is Azure DevOps, and fourth one is GitHub. So this is the fourth thing we need access. So for this, I will share the link as well as, and yesterday I shared the link for lab one. So you guys can take from there. And from here onwards, I'm entering inside the Azure DevOps. So this is the Azure DevOps. And inside the Azure DevOps, I'm going to start one project. Okay. And how, if you entering any organization and how you are starting your work. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to set up first of all one project. Okay. So here you can see first a new project. So I am setting one project Azure project, and we can select any description. If you have, you can type here. I'm taking the same, pasting here, and in the advanced visibility we have to select the version control is Git and work item is Agile. I'm coming is here version control. Why we are using the version control? Because if you are doing any work, so we have to store centralize the things. So we will use like Azure repo. The behind the thing Azure repo will be use only Git commands, right? And how you are managing your work and how you are progressing your work, we will use Agile. So I'm clicking it here. So here I'm creating one project. Okay, the project has created. So suppose this is work will be done by DevOps engineer only. But the thing is why I'm explaining this thing, because right now in this current 2025, everyone wants to know suppose you are working on any organization, so people are using the Azure DevOps as well as they are using the bots, Azure bots for like how you are progressing your work, how you are doing your work, and mostly use the Agile. Okay, so I will come to the point on the Agile because for the Agile related, I will explain you each and everything. So till now, you guys has project creation. So if you have any doubts and if you have anything, okay. So what should you do, guys? Just to note down your questions. Okay, I will answer after in the end of the session. We have like a 10 minutes of the session. We will keep your questions and open table. I will give you the answer. Okay, so here I'm going to use Azure bot. So you can see this is the uh, mostly the thing we'll use. One is overview. Inside we have like one is bots, repos, pipelines, test plans, and artifacts. So inside the bots, we will do our agile methodologies. So why we are going to use? Because in the traditional time or older times, so we will use like waterfall model, and we will use we like last 4 or 5 years people actively started like agile. So this is the I will make sure give you the difference as well as like why we are using this one agile and what is the purpose of the board. But for the glance I will tell you like why we are using this one. So boards will be used for agile, what's work you are going to do. So how the people will assign you the work and how you are showing the progress. So for this, you are going to work on the boards, okay? And then repos. Repos, why we are going to use? Suppose I am the developer, I join any organization, I assign some work, but I need to store some centralized, right? So I have to create my branch and I need to publish in the my feature branch, and it should be go to the deployment any like any server. Okay. For this one, I will store my code in centralized way. That's called here repo, or in we can use like a GitHub open source and a GitLab Bitbucket. So for this we will use, and come to the pipelines. So pipeline means you wanted to deploy your codes, okay, for any servers, like it could be Azure, AWS, GCP, or on-prem server. So for this, we will do here compile, build, and create the artifact and pipelines. I'm not going too technical, but just I am giving you the here basic of the examples, right? And test plan. So test plan mostly related to the testers. So who can write here test scenarios and UI applications, and here can test, okay? And artifacts. So artifacts will be used for like some binary files. We'll use some output file here. So this is one, or we can use like JFrog as well as for storing the artifact. Okay, guys. So till here, I just explain like overview about the thing. Let me start from the board. Okay. So first thing you have to be understand why we are going to use. So my whenever I learn anything, whenever I teach anything, I should have points like why I'm learning, where I'm going to use in my personal life. It could be in professional life, or it could be like in general in my companies where I'm going to use. Okay. So the sprint we are used for like suppose you join any company, how people will give you the work. If you go to the traditional way, right, like before 10 years or 15 years, so that time people will assign you the work in the Excel sheet we maintain. In the Excel sheet, like we will use some status like I'm working on this one, this task, or likewise we will assign the work. So that's not right way to do, and also it was not progressive. But here you can see we will use the board. In the board we will use agile methodologies. Agile means you can plan, you can build, you can test, you can review, and if you see any issues, suppose I'm building one applications or some modules, so if we get any issues, so we can again come and we can also like rebuild. Okay, so for this one, like who will be the owner of creation of this one? That would be the most important part you have to be understand. So the product owner. So guys, here product owner, the person who will be the taking care what and why I'm going to do. So product owner will be write all the stories at this point only. Okay. And then Scrum Master. So Scrum Master, other person, he will be here in your project. So he will taking care of the process coach. Process coach means he will product owner will create the task and Scrum Master product owner will assign the task, but Scrum Master will take care all those things. How? Like he will be taking care of your sprint planning, like retrospective. He will taking care of like a daily stand-up meeting. I will explain you each and everything step by step. Okay. So hope till now you people don't have any issues or don't have any doubts. So I think we can go next step. So suppose I explain everything, but I need to add the people, right? I need to onboard the people for this particular project. How I'm going to do? So we have two ways, right, guys? We can do in organization level or particular project level. So for this time being, I will add in the project level. In the organization, better we should do in organization level. Okay. So guys, I can create one group, okay, dev team or any team kind of the thing. So I can use like suppose I have like a 10 people in my companies. Okay, so for this one I need to add, I'm not going to add one by one. I will add only group of the people at the same times. Okay, so for this one you have to, what should I have to do? You have to come to the organization level, organization settings, just to watch screen. Okay, don't do anything on the same time, just to watch my screen. Then you have to come to the users, then users you have to group rules, so you can add here or here. Like I'm going to add one by one. So for here, like either we can import from the Microsoft intra ID, so mostly people will be import from here, or either we can would add manually. Okay, so I'm going to add manually at here. So this is the group I'm creating, like AZ Academy group. Okay, then I'm going to add some people at here. So let me type my other ID. So, then you can click here and you can add multiple people at here. And we have access level, like one is basic and another one is stakeholder. So depends on what kind of access we need to provide, so we can provide. So I'm going to select like a stakeholder would be the uh, contributor or admin level access. So I'm selecting here, and suppose I have 20s of the project. Right now I can see like a 3 project. So I need this person access this group only for this particular project. Okay, so I just click here, then I am selecting and I'm here. You can see like I'm allowing this all people as a project contributor, right? So project contributor, project reader, and project administrator. So normally we are going to add only project contributor. Okay, like some product owner or some like DevOps engineer or some managers, we can add only for administration. Other than we can use like for only project contributor. Then click on add. So it's running. Okay, and now you can see Azure Cloud Academy, all users, groups, the stakeholder I have, then Gopal.full stack. I added this one. Okay, stakeholder. So you can see all those particular information from here. This one. Okay, if you wanted to add any changes or do something, you can do at this level. So I added this one user. Okay, and I'm coming to my project. So user creation and user adding and group creation is done. Till now, I hope everyone is good and everyone is understand. I'm going to organization again. Click in this side because you need to click this side. Then you will go into the your project, particular project. Then I have created this project as the Cloud Academy project. Okay, so I need to go to my particular boards. So today our agenda is to finish the agile and sprint. Okay, so for this one, I need to do some settings for the project setting. So this is the thing you have to remember always. So inside here, you can change your picture, project picture. You can whatever like settings is there. So you can manage at this point, and project configuration, team configuration. Yes. So this is the board settings. In the boards, we have to do two things. Okay. One is like we have to select Epic, and I will explain you why we are. This is the three thing. It's more important in our agile. One is epic, features, and story. Epics is means like a big goal. Big goal. How is it like? I'm going to set up my Azure Cloud Academy for like the one project I'm going to do, right? And then feature is how I'm going to start the feature, like student registration and login, online class management, likewise. And then story should be like while the time student is creating the registration page, he should enter with your email and password and all those things. So likewise we'll create the task for this one, and we can do settings here. So normally it will be default selected Monday to Friday, because this is the standard global time people will be work on here. So these settings only we have done this setting set here, teams, this epic setting. And now come to the project setting. We have to make sure our sprint should be like naming convention. Default it will be create iteration. Okay, so mostly people won't be use the iteration because we are aware about the sprint only. So I'm going to select like sprint. And coming to the sprint, guys, always sprint minimum is sprint one, and like 1 week, and maximum sprint should be 4 weeks of the sprint. So here we have like standard people will be used only 2 weeks of the sprint, and based on the capacity we will assign the work. So here I am going to select. So always remember, Saturday, Sunday we are not going to start the sprint. Always we will take on like a Monday or any working days. So I am starting from the 8th, and then it should be maybe 2 weeks. So from here 19th. Okay. Then this is the location I'm selecting Azure Cloud Academy project. Then save and close. Likewise, we have selected for this one. So I'm just like adding this one again. So iteration 2, sprint 2. Then I have to default to that it will be take. So if we selected 2 weeks of the sprint, no. So they have so many like it's updated very greatly. So automatically it will take the next sprint of the date. You can save here. Then same thing I'm going to do for sprint 3. Again, guys, this work will be done by product owner only. You no need to care, you need take care, but only you need to take care of your work only. But this is the thing everyone should knows, and it will be must for everyone. So we have created this one. Then simply come to here. We have done the basic settings for here. What settings we have done in the project level configuration, like sprint, and we selected the dates. Okay. Then teams configuration, I added the epic at here, like we have to check. Okay. Then I'm coming at here in the board section. Then here product owner will be the owner of creating your task, right? So he will be work on backlog only, product owner. So what product owner will be do, suppose we have a sprint on Monday, right? So before that he will create all those tasks in this backlog. So here this is the we selected, right? Sprint one, it will be show it here. You can see this is the my project, and this is the sprint one, this is the date. Then second sprint, third sprint, 10 working days, and no work scheduled yet, right? And here also epic features and stories. So guys, epic features and story, this is the thing I'm going to explain you. Epic means it will be the big goal. Big goal in the sense, suppose I am going to create any Azure Cloud Academy, like my plan is to create one online portal for Azure Cloud Academy. So this is my epic. Okay. And then feature is like suppose student registration and login, then taking the online classes, and taking the assignment and process tracking for this one. So it will be the features of my project. And how the story will be the bind, like suppose student registration. So a student is registering, so how he's like the registration page, what kind of field I need, so I will take care of everything. And then story breaks in the task. Okay. So first of all, I am going to start here for our epic. This is the big goal. Okay. I'm going to start for here. So we set up our sprint for the 2 weeks of the sprint, 10 working days. Till here, guys, be focused here. I'm just doing everything in front of you only. So here I'm going to start my new work item. So whatever you just careful here. If you selecting here epic, then it will be create here epic. If you select feature, then it will create feature or stories. So I am need to create the epic, right? So I'm selecting here, then just a type whatever you are going to do. So I need to say like portals. So add on top. So this is the epic I have created. Okay. Then I we have to follow the sequence. This is the standard. First will come epic, second will come your feature, third will come your stories. Then inside the stories we can have task. Okay. So I created this one. So let me show you what kind of things inside we have. So whenever product owner will be the create, so he will be put like in epic level all those description here. Like he can mention like I can the copy paste the same thing, but we have like more description about like what is our goal and what kind of we have links or anything. So he can add here link as well as here the link you can see. He can put any link at here, or he can link like some add link in the our Confluence page, or add link in our like some of the GitHub pages, anything will be there. And as well as this is the history. So guys, always remember, whenever you are doing it, if anything, if you're updating anything, everything will going to be track. So you can see here, initially what I have done, just I created this one, then this is the path and this is the team project I created. So it's tracked here itself. Okay. So be careful whenever you are creating or you are making any changes in your organization. Yes. Then here I created, and we have so many options at here. Okay. So let me first create one by one and I will explain all those options at a time. So it will be more understanding for you guys. Okay. So till now I didn't assign anyone because while the time product owner will going to create, he won't be assigned to any particular person. So I'm just a creative. I'm doing role as a product owner currently. Just a think. Okay. I'm save and close. Then I need to create one feature insights. Either you can go here and create, or I should go inside. You can create here plus. So it will be go nested of this feature. I'm selecting here and I'm just like login. So I'm doing this one. Okay. So this is the feature we have like multiple of the feature, but currently for the time being, I'm taking like one feature. I'm creating this one. Session. Second feature I'm creating here like online class management. Save this one, and this is the two I'm taking. Okay, so it will be like not go too much. Then inside the feature I need to create the stories. Okay guys, so here how I'm creating a story like uh, stories I'm creating like suppose is it uh, build a portal. So what story I'm going to do here, so as a trainer I want to schedule a online class and build a portal, build my portal. So I can use build my portal for this one. Okay, so this is the story I'm going to select it here. So here as well as, and sometimes like I can use uh, like stories, multiple of the stories I can select, but I'm going to here inside the user story and creating the task or bug. So guys, this is the two thing here. Here is the task and here is the bug. So task and bug will be created by the developer, will be created by the who is assigned the work, like who people are taking the work, no, the stories. He will divide the stories into the task. Repeat me one more time. whenever suppose I am suppose one person is employed. So like I am the employee, product owner assigned me this story, like inside this epic feature, this is the story assigned to me. So what should I do? It's my duty to create the task. What what is the task? Means task means I have to divide this big story into the small chunks of the task. So it should be like, suppose one task I have created, I know, like the suppose one registration page I need to create, it will take 2 hours, it will take 3 hours. So depends on my priority, I will divide like um, simple in hour wise, okay, task. So this is one I'm doing it here. So what should I do for this? Let me create the task. Okay, so till here I'm creating. So guys, product owner will be created till here only. Okay, and then we have like a sprint planning meeting. Okay, so in the sprint planning meeting, suppose we have Monday sprint planning meeting. So in the sprint planning meeting, product owner, Scrum Master, and all the development team, maybe they will include the tester, all the tester team, because it's a part of the development team, and they are include some business people as well, as because that time sometimes we like the business people are talking to the client, right? So for this also they need some requirement wise clearance, so they can take here. So here they assign the task, and they here they are taking the particular person. Suppose product owner want me to finish this task, or other person want to finish this other stories. So he will just go here, take a particular in the here level, and they will select of my name, like called full stack, and then save and close I can do. Okay, then sprint will be start on the Monday onwards. Okay, so likewise, what should I do? Like I will divide my work in the simple chunk of this one. So let me divide my work, like create one task here, like I can say UI page. Okay, the same thing I will say, I divide in the task, then again I'm dividing in the same task, like registration, I can say login UI pages, then I can say again like design dashboard page, save and close. Okay, so this is the thing I have done. Okay guys, so till now, till here, please note down. If you have any questions, if you have anything, just note it down. I will give you all those questions if you have. I will take the questions and I will give you the answers. Okay. So be careful here. Till here, we just created the epic, we created the feature. Then inside the feature, we created the stories, and the stories, I created the task. Okay, the task will be creation done by the development team only. Okay, so till here I have done. Then how the main picture will be start from here. Okay, you guys are going to start your work, so you need to tell them, right? So like a product owner will say like this task will be finished in 1 day, but you have to take your capacity, right? So how should, so product owner will be say about, suppose priority wise, so he will, product owner will be owner of the prior, he will only prioritize the work. Okay, so default it will be have like a two, and there was some other prioritize will be there, maybe it's like a one, two or three, four there was. So two means it's like we need to take, and one is must we have to finish. So likewise they have like a prioritize. If one is say, they say like must we need to do, and second one is two means okay, let's we need to do this task on this sprint, and third is less priority, then fourth one is very less priority. So likewise it will, but two is we need to take mediocre priorities. Then you will be the owner of efforts and hours, guys. So here, this is the very important thing. If you are working any organization, so while the time they are ask you, okay, guys, tell me like Gopal, design registration from the UI pages, how much time it will take. So I am not blindly say like 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours. Here we have to follow the agile methodologies sprint. We will use like pointers. Okay, we will use like a 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 5 point, 8 point, or 13 pointer. So we will use like Fibonacci series concept. Okay, let me tell you, 1 point will be take 2 to 3 hours. Guys, I will give you all those notes. Okay, don't worry. 1 point will be take 2 to 3 hours. It will be very small task. Then second should be have like a two pointers, so it would be like a 4 to 6 hours. It would be like a small task. Then 3 point, then four, 5 pointers. So 5 pointer will be take like your 2 to 3 days, and then 8 pointers. So be careful, don't go very big number. Just use like 1 pointer and 2 pointers or 3 pointers. So mostly I do personally feel, suppose I have designed registration page, I was thinking like for registration page I need to get some requirement as well. So I will create one another task for this one, and I will divide this one. Then I will put here like standard, the pointers is only two. Okay, then completed, and it's not we no need, just we have to like original estimated we have to put. We can put here 00 for the time being, no need to require. And here in the planning he will select like your product owner will be select this one, suppose design developer, so it's kind of development part. Then integration, no need to do anything. Then here I'm going to save this one. Okay, so this is the task I have saved. And guys, suppose Monday onwards, I'm going to start the class, or I'm going to start the my work. Okay, so for this work, if I need anything help, suppose first of all I need to assign myself here. So do full step, save this one. Yeah, it's saved here. So Monday onwards, suppose I'm going to start my work, I will start with active status. Guys, in corporate world, no one is going to ask you in person what you have done today, what you are going to do tomorrow. You have to, everything will be show your progress in the Azure ADO board itself. Okay, so we have to take the status here active, then suppose save and close. Okay, and if you have any questions, guys, always remember, if you have any questions, you are not going to ping anything in the Teams. Either you have to send the emails. Okay, then also ask here at the rate, suppose I wanted to ask Gopal.Fullstack, like suppose please me UI, uh, UI design. Okay, so he will be get the notification, then he will be reply this comment. Okay, so likewise it will be work, or either you can he will be get the notification and he will be work. So I, as I tell you guys, you can see all the progress will be tracked at here. So now you putted your status is active mode, so you got your active status. Okay, and then I'm going to just minimize this one. And then Monday onwards, if you go to your sprint, so you can see like your sprint at here. Okay, so likewise your sprint will be look like. Okay, so here this is the like very basic I have give the glance of this one. So your sprint will be work for 1 to 4 weeks, okay? And then owner is product owner, and then Scrum Master will be the providing the processes. So suppose till here, guys, hope you understand all those things. Please note down if you have anything. And here one thing, okay? So suppose this is the important topic, guys. Be careful. So this is the capacity planning. Okay. So while the time of day one, product owner and all the team members will be here. So they will ask about your capacity. Suppose you are taking some vacations on the in between of the sprint. So you have to explain it here. Like suppose I am taking vacations of like must be within a sprint, or I think sprint not started. Wait a second. Okay, but we have to select from here the date, started, ended, and how many days of off we can put it here, and it will be done it here. Then capacity per days, like we can select here capacity as well as like how many, uh, what's your capacity to work on the per day, likewise, and this is the analysis. So here the analysis, you will be see the chart, very beautiful chart at here. So you will see like all the progress, all the overall the sprint process progress you will be see at this analytics, because I didn't create it much, so I won't show right now, because our sprint is going to start on 8th of September, tomorrow onward. So it won't be show anything at here, but you can see, you can filter out it here. So this is the work I have done. Then this is the one. Let me go to the backlog again. And here the boards. Everything will be look like here only. Like this is the feature of my sprint. And all those link, the task will be linked here. Okay, so don't get confused. Everything will be look and everything will be point here. And in this one, story level, so many functionality will be there. Okay, if there any risk level is there, high, medium or low, so you can select here. Okay, and any story points you wanted to put, so like you can put uh, Fibonacci is 1 2 3 5 8. Likewise you can add in the story level. So and also you can put yourself at this particular like in the story level as well as. So assignment will be happen on any level, depends on you. Suppose you have like 4 people, but you are the lead, so lead the people will assign to product owner to the lead about the feature, then feature will be divided in the particular their team members. Okay, hope guys till now you are understood all those things which I mentions, and which I explained you guys. So I have created, as I promise you guys, I thought to not to share anything like create the PPTs, but I got so many requests from the PPTs. So I created PPT based on the request of the peoples. So I created one PPT. So this is the just a basic like glance about the agile. I will share this one in the group itself or in the GitHub, so you guys can get from the all the information like epic feature, how it will be work, and you no need to like just I could say like no need to go in depth of this one, but you have to be process. Agile is the process. Okay, agile is the culture. You have to be adopt, not should be like learn, or like not should be like do anything. If you do and step by step, then you will be understand why we are using the epic feature story and task. So if suppose you are in your private organization, or suppose you are in your public sector, you wanted to track your task or track any progress, any people, so you can introduce in your company as well as, so it will be more useful. And right now non-technical people also using their organization. Yeah, so this is the sprint till now. It will be iterative process. And why we choose the sprint? Suppose we started some work in this sprint and it will going to be end on 19th of the September. Maybe some of the task I am unable to finish. Maybe in between I got some another important work, production release or somehow I am not finished. So I will take the same task in the next sprint. Okay, I will move in the backlog. Then from the backlog, product owner will be taking the next sprint. Suppose we received some updation of the project, or we need to go like suppose I created registration page again, I need to redesign some of the pages. But in waterfall model it won't be possible, but agile it's possible because it will work on the circle. Like we have to be plan, we have to be build, and likewise it's the PPT was created nice. I have created. So you can see plan, build, test, delivery. Then if you need anything, the customer, this one, you can improve based on this one. Okay. So each and everything I created. So that is an initially itself. I don't want to show you guys to the PPT. So so I want you should be have hands on only, not should be like in the like a PPT, or you should be remember the PPT. If you do, and this is the assignment, guys. Create the organization, create the project. Inside the project, create the epic, create the feature, then create the story task yourself and assign one person, and also create your team as well as. Okay. So in the teams, you should create one team for your friends, whoever with you. Create the team in the group. You can add the group likewise. Okay. You can add the group. So this is the assignment for you guys. Okay, and it's very important. It's looking very simple, but it's very important. While the time I entered in the agile, right, in 2023, that time like more like a not in 23, it was like in around the COVID-19 itself. Yes. So in the that time I wasn't know about this one, so everything was me like I got requirement, I need to add the team one person because already the group was created. So then like how it will be the happen if you know the things. If you done this one, do one time. If you not understand, do two times, three times. It will be add more on this one and explore other option as well as. Okay, so this is the more options we have. Let's shift to the next one. So guys, till here, I hope you are all understood and think is going very well. And here I am switching here to repos. So repo in the 5 minute, I will just explain in the repo only the portal level. I'm not going to do any clone. I will take in the clone next level, because if I'm going to do all those things right away, then you people will get confused. That's the reason I wanted to do here. This thing is like I want to explain this one is today itself. Yes. So whenever you are creating your projects, let me back from here. Whenever you guys are creating your project, okay. So project, then we have repo. Suppose product owner, managers, and Scrum Master and all people are assigned the work at this level and development team as well as. But how should I complete my registration page? Suppose I completed locally my registration page. I have tested. I wanted to publish in centralized. I wanted to show some like my team lead. I have done this code. I wanted to. You can review my code. How should it will be work? So for this one, we will use centralized version control. That's called Azure Repo. Another name is Azure. So another name is GitHub, then GitLab. But I am going to cover Azure Repo. Then in the some of the classes we will use like GitHub as well as. Yes. So I'm clicking here Azure Repo. So guys, this is the repository. It will create default while the time you based on your project name. Okay. So if you wanted to create any new repository, you can click here. You can create your repository. Okay. It will be default repository type is Git, the name, and here. And if you wanted to create like import any repository, suppose you have already some of the code is available in GitHub, okay, but you wanted to take migration done from GitHub to Azure repo, how it will be the possible? Either you should create one zip file then upload here. It's very traditional way. Be smart, just take the URL, require authentication, maybe their username and paid token, the repository name, then you can import here. So automatically within a 5 second, all the code will be available at here. Then we have to first of all initialize our this one. So I am going to initialize. So it will be create with default branch your repository with main. Main should be treated as a production branch. Guys, be remember. So I am initializing here. So see, this is the main branch I have created, and we will create some policies in the main branch. So like a main branch should be as a production branch. Okay. No one is directly committing or adding any file in the main branch. It should be very secure, and it should be like no one has access, only very less people, and like a DevOps engineer or like a team lead or some developers who can just go and check, but very less people have access over this one. Okay, so I'm coming it here. So whenever suppose you guys are starting any work, so today I'm going to explain you in the portal level itself. I am not going to clone in the local system. Just here, just understand the flow. Okay, so here I am going to create new branch based on my work. So here you can see we have to select on the new branch, and base branch should be the main. Always remember guys, base branch should be main or it should be dev or QA. Don't select anything, just have the main branch itself, base branch. Then base branch you have to say like I'm creating any kind of the it should be like a feature. Okay, feature slash or then this registration. So then if any work item, suppose I created this work item, right? So you can see here I can add anything. So I'm creating registration one related. Okay. Then creating the branch, registration branch. So this is like it based on what kind of work you are going to do. Use that kind of naming convention. It will be more useful for you guys. Then click on here. Okay. So I created the main branch and the feature branch based on the main branch. So I am going to work on the registration branch only. This is the branch is mine. So I am going to work on this branch only. I created the folder structure, the reason of now we have only two branches. In future you have like 100+ branches I have worked, so that time you will get confused. So better we have put it the feature branch inside itself, and we need like we have standard way to work. We have proper feature branch should development team work, then we have development environment separate branch, dev branch, then QA branch for QA environment, then prod branch. Already we have main branch, so main branch we treat it as a production branch. I'm creating two branch. Let me select dev. It should be one. This one. I'm not going to select any work item. Dev. Then select QA. Okay. Yes, I selected this two and based on the main branch. So what should I am going to do it here, guys? Just to see, I wanted to add some file at this point. Okay, I'm putting like a test one name of the txt file creating. Then I'm putting like a of txt. I'm just putting some content, okay, to just see. So guys, whenever you are committing anything in the portal level or in the local system, it will ask like commit message. So default what's you have done, which file you are taking, it will take that one. Otherwise you should write some commit message, okay, respected like what is the reason of updating this file. Then particular branch. Then if you have like any work items, I'm selecting any like this login page related work item, and then I'm click on commit. Okay, I'm committing the branches. So guys, I have received work from here in the board level in the sprint for the registration related, and I have completed my registration related work, but I need to update in centralized repository. So what I have done, I created the branch of mine. I updated one file at here, the text one file, and I need to deploy this code to dev environment, QA environment, and production environment. I got the requirement from my manager. Okay, Gopal, just to go in the update in the development environment. How I'm going to do? Just to go to the pull request, new pull request. Then here we have select the dev branch. Then overview. What is the title of this one? So just saying like registration. I'm just taking this one. And then if we have any person like reviewers, suppose I have wanted to add one reviewer person, so I am adding these persons. You can add like a reviewer as well as like a manager or team lead. Then work item already it's selected. Then if you have tag like, you can take that particular or just create this one. So whenever you create or tag one person, right, for the review related, this person will be request the email, and based on the email, he will click and he will come to this level. So he come here and he will see, okay, what you have done for the review related. Okay, this is the file you have done, update, commit, then overview. Then if everything will be looks fine here, no conflict, then he is going to be approved and complete. So here we have like multiple options, guys. Let me just click here. If suppose sometimes we need to put suggestions, rejections, so I already have put at the approve. Then in the complete also, like we can mark it abandoned if wanted to like not to uh, proceed, we can do this one, but we are going to proceed. Just clicking it here, guys. Remember, if you select these options, be careful. If you check, then your work item which one I created in the sprint, right, it will be delete. So just unselect, then it will be delete my feature branch. So always better to unselect when you need, just that time you can delete manually. Then complete merge. So here you can see like merge pull request. If there is no conflict and everything will be looks good, Azure itself will be the proceed. And you can see here in the branch level, if you see like we proceed like a development branch. Initially we have only one file, right? So 3 minutes ago we created this file, and in the history you can see just now Gopal Meena, whenever you are doing anything, it will be create the series. Okay guys, so this is the commit message. So commit message will be say your history. Don't, if you say in a company, so many people say I didn't done anything, or maybe the people deleted, they by mistake they update the code in dev or QA. So I'm the DevOps person, I can easily track here. Okay, and in the logs as well as in the Azure audit. So yeah, so this is the simple we learned today sprint. We learned today basics of the Azure repo. So maybe this is the time for open questions as well as guys, you guys can ask. Yeah, I think raise one hand. Let me make as allow mic, uh, allow camera. Yeah, yeah, allow.